What movie is good but not rewatchable? Hereditary. It's not just that it's scary, it's because it's so oppressive. The dread and the heartbreak is too much. However, I might be able to watch it with a group of first-time viewers just to see their reactions. The recent versions of it 1, 2 they are really well done. The cast fits. Skarsgård does an excellent job. It tells the story faithfully and gracefully amidst some of the original material's issues. And then you've seen it and yep, it's the same the second time. The Wailing, never again. I had nightmares for weeks. It's the scariest movie I have ever watched. My gut was screaming at me to turn it off. I've never had that experience watching any horror movie. I don't even recommend it to people because I almost regret watching it, but it is also emo. One of the best horror movies in the last few decades. Mysterious Skin, this is personal for me. Triggered me badly before I even knew the term existed. I didn't remember a similar experience the characters endured till I was much older also. Once I finished watching, I knew I would never watch it again. American History X, profoundly effective film. I still remember it all so vividly despite only watching once, 18 years ago. I would never want to sit through it again. Completely gutted and floored by the end. Requiem for a Dream was excellent, but it's a lot. I don't know if I could watch it again. Also Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a great movie, but there are stretches that got kind of crazy and exhausting. Blue Valentine. Wonderfully heartbreaking. Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams are fantastic. Left the theater emotionally drained and sad. I always recommend it to people, but would never watch it again. I worked at Blockbuster when the 2003-04-ish movie Crash came out. Whenever anyone wanted my opinion is said it's a really good movie I never want to see again. And never have. Basically all movies that have come out the last 5 years or so. It's all special effects with weak stories. If I missed a good one please let me know. Joker, with Joaquin Phoenix. It was a brilliant movie and an incredible performance. It was just so demanding on the mind and soul and left an impact long after the final credits. Last House on the Left. Has a rape scene that is much needed for the plot of the movie. But it's hard to know it's coming and want to see that again. The Revenant, beautiful scenery, great cinematography, good acting but absolutely brutal and I don't think I'll ever watch it again. I think Irreversible, I guess not because it's shocking, but the shock of seeing first some scenes aren't shocking the second time. Goddamn masterpiece of a film, but I can't subject myself to it again, at least not right now. It just hit too hard. I have tried twice to watch Avatar, no not The Last Airbender, after seeing it one time. I failed both times. Can't do it. Breaking the Waves, American History X, 12 Years a Slave, Requiem for a Dream, and Grave of the Fireflies. All the Harry Potter movies, they were good when I first watched them but I can't stand rewatching them. A Beautiful Mind. Good performances but I never want to watch it again. Edit, clarification. Unicorn City. It's as if Napoleon Dynamite and Monty Python and the Holy Grail had a baby. The Sixth Sense. It doesn't hit the same emotional chords when you know what the twist is. Uncut Gems. It is a very well done movie and I hated every second of it. Never again. What commercial is burned into your memory? Don't you put it in your mouth, don't you put it in your mouth. Until you ask the one you love, until you ask the one you love. If it's okay to eat, if it's okay to eat. Like a muffin or a beet, like a muffin or a beet. If you don't know just what it is. Remember boys and girls. Don't put it in your mouth. When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don. Wake up in a. They say a man should always dress for the job he wants. So why am I dressed up like a pirate in this restaurant? Well, it's all 'cause some hacker stole my identity. Now I'm in here every evening selling chowder and iced tea. Shoulda gone to freecreditreport.com. Yeehaw, coulda seen this comment at me like an atom bomb. They monitor your credit and send you email alerts, so you don't get stuck selling fish to tourists in t-shirts. And quat. That was all from memory of an ad I haven't seen since it was on TV. I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys at Toys R Us I can play with. From bikes to trains to video games, the only toy store there is. I don't want to grow up 'cause if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Damn you Jeffrey the Giraffe. The Hershey's Kisses Jingle Bells at Christmas. I look forward to seeing it every year. ETA, thanks for the awards guys. Also, I know the commercial was on last year, so hopefully it continues. The Shirley Temple DVD collection. It would play on loop on Cartoon Network around 12 noon I think. I just remembered it was literally only play if I missed school that day and it wouldn't play for the rest of the day. Chicken Tonight with the cop and everyone else going around flapping their wings like chickens. Here's the 30-second commercial. https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals ode 2 MTCUA. I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Weiner. T is what I truly wish to be. Evos if I were Oscar Mayer Weiner. Everyone would be in love with me. See the. Some people think I eat too many chocolate bars or that I don't wash my face and I've always wanted a cool job, and now I have one as an air conditioning technician in quat. There's a wonderful place in Ontario, where all the dolphins dance in a row you know. From big to small, we've got something for all. Everyone loves marine land. Wife, who are you talking to? Husband Jake from State Farm. Wife takes phone. Who is this? Jake from State Farm. Wife, she sounds hideous. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. 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 The kid sitting on the dock singing the Oscar Mayer whiner song. The story behind it is fun too, explains why it ends with him saying, "How's that question mark and quat?" 800-5882-300 Empire today and call JJ Wentworth 877 cash now. Where's the beef? https://youtube.b/ug75da0. Frank's red hot. I put that shit on everything. https://youtube.b/hcpeakfixbc4. Double your pleasure. Double your fun. That's the statement of the great mint of double mint gum. Zoom zoom zoom. Hey hey hey. Zoom zoom zoom. Hey Mazda zoom zoom zoom. Yeah, zoom zoom zoom. Mazda. Grew up in Canada. For me it was don't you put it in your mouth. ps://youtube.b/5 old bosk. Orbit gum. https://youtube.b/9. Who are you calling a cootie queen? You lint liquor question mark and quat. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? That commercial is a classic. When women smile at you in public, what are you supposed to do? Assess the situation. Is she armed? Does she look aggressive? If the answer to either of these is yes, beat a hasty escape using the crab walk method. It is sure to confuse and distract them long enough to flee. If no, beat a hasty escape using the cartwheel method. You can never be sure of motives and safety should always be your primary concern. Briefly smile back and don't be weird about it. A lot of issues guys have when they get into these situations is that because they may not happen often, they want to prolong them. It's the same with giving a woman a compliment. Do a drive-by. Hey, I like your shoes with a friendly face and move on. If they want to talk to you, they will continue the conversation beyond a thanks. Most people immediately tense up defensively when a rando starts talking to them, but especially women because it often ends poorly or awkwardly. She smiles, you smile, go on with your day. You obviously start sweating profusely. Take the smile as a sign that she thinks that you are the perfect specimen of a human being and wants to dedicate the rest of her life to you. Follow her until the perfect moment appears. Get down on one knee and propose. Call your parents to tell them that they were wrong all along. Move into a studio apartment above a 24/7 convenience store. Argue incessantly about mundane shit and then make small talk with your neighbor on the stoop when you need a smoke break saying, "Ha, women. Can't live with them, can't live without them. You know what I'm saying?" Separate after months of hostility and fights and develop an unhealthy view of women and crippling self-esteem issues. Come on man, it's blindingly obvious. Wave your arms above your head to appear as large as possible and yell as loudly as you can. Chances are she'll scamper back into the forest. Honestly, this whole situation can be avoided by tying some bells to your belt so women can hear you coming and avoid you in advance. Stay safe out there. Offer her my number. Butts actually to an acute psychological crisis hotline. Because, if she's into me, she clearly has a few screws loose. Ba dum tis laugh track fade out credits 80s theme music local network affiliate voiceover production company logo. As a woman who will smile at people in public, I mainly do it to make them not hostile towards me. Or I'm nervous and don't want to offend anyone by looking at them wrong or whatever. So smiling back would be the preferable result. Ignoring me is also fine. If she's just passing by and smiling, be happy that you met a friendly person and get on with your life. If she's sitting next to you and staring at you and smiling, be friendly. Nothing important, smiling doesn't have any hidden meanings. Just smile back if you want to be polite, or nod in acknowledgement. Otherwise, carry on. Women aren't just women, they are people. Sometimes people are just being polite and smiling because it's friendly, and there's nothing you need to do but maybe smile back. Fetal position while softly sobbing has always worked for me. Gets them away from me without resorting to facial expressions or verbal communication. After reading all the comments, I'm never smiling to anyone again. If a man said a joke in public, I'm waiting to go home to laugh. Hyper-analyze this alien species, then reflect on why they would smile regarding anything ever. Some answers we will just never know. Respond to the smile instead of getting freaked out by the gender. I smile at most people I pass by. I'm a smiley person. Blindly stare for 4.7 seconds exactly, then enter a full sprint directly towards them without breaking eye contact. Assuming you identify as male, cock your leg and pee on the nearest tree, being sure not to break eye contact. Smile back? Run away yelling "I've been a bad boy" while slapping your own ass. Probably option 1. Smile back and keep walking. Or ignore them. Have you interacted with humans before? Turn around because there's a high chance that she's smiling at the person behind me. Don't panic. Engage muscles at the corners of your mouth and lift them gently. Stare at her without blinking while doing the backpack kid flossing dance.